Hello everybody, DaveyGB here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Defender. A lot of you people might not know this, but Defender is actually an old school arcade game from the 80s by Williams, and it is one of my favorite video games of all time. In Defender, you're a spaceship fighting alien hordes that are capturing humans on a weird red vector-like planet. And the one thing I love doing about Defender is cranking up the level, cranking up the ships and lowering the bonuses. Uh, you would find that this game is by far awesome for what it is. Uh, you're a ship going up against multiple enemies. You got radar. The terrain is just a red vector line, pretty much all bent up, and you shoot like laser beams. And your enemies vary from like the green little alien guys that you see here who shoot back at you. There's also a more advanced version of them when they collect a human and they reach all the way up to the top. I have very fond memories of this game. This game and we go way back. When I was a kid, my sister and my family and I would go camping. And every campground that we went to, KOA, whatnot, always had an arcade. Every campground always had an arcade, the ones that we went to. And the arcades were always funny. It would be like this wood paneled room with pinball machines. It would either be a cement floor or like a hard or kind of like a paper thin carpet wood floor. And it would vary in games, right? You get like the Twilight Zone pinball machine or True Lies or Last Action Hero. It would never be anything new. Nothing ever past like 1995 or 96, I would say. I would always play these arcade games, and these were these are really old school. Like I know like nowadays an arcade game playing arcade games like $1, sometimes even $2. It depends on what kind of game you play. But yeah, these were all quarter games, and I would play a Simpsons arcade with my sister. We beat that, by the way, within $20. It was fun. We still brag about it today. Super Mario Brothers, your actual arcade game, Pole Position, Defender, Joust. I rarely ever played Joust though. What else? Pac-Man, tons of Pac-Man. Any old school arcade game that we could find, Asteroid, Space Invaders, I would always play. And Defender was one of the games that I always loved to play because it's so simplistic that I don't know if I pronounced it right. It's really late over here, by the way. I know that's no excuse, but it's a really awesome game, and it's so simple that it's really addicting, and there's no ending to the game. You play the game forever. You can roll this the only way that you can actually really say that you beat the game is by rolling the score over, and that takes skill. And I don't have that skill. I also, when my family first got their first PlayStation, I went to a garage sale and with $20 bought Williams Arcade's Classics Greatest Hits, and it came with Defender, Defender 2, Robotron, Sinistar, Joust, and Bubbles. And it was it was awesome. Like it was all like history. It was these games, but with like film clips from the actual people that made the creators of them. And as you see, I saved that human, and I got 500 points. And like you read up history and stuff like that. I look at the marquees and like different stuff, and like they talked about the sequels of the games and stuff, and it was really amazing. And I play that game. I kid you not, all summer long, drinking big gulps, playing Defender. There is a sequel to this game called Defender 2, which was originally entitled Stargate, but they changed the name due to some legal reason. And it's pretty much the same game. Graphics are a little bit touched up, but this isn't the arcade game. This is the Game Boy Color game, which came on like kind of like I don't know, 2 for the price of 1 games cartridges, but it was good because it had a transport button which will transport you to a different part of the level, much like the asteroids kind of like I forget what they call the button that actually like sends you off into like different parts of the screen. You go like a hyperspace button. But yeah, so that's what Defender is such an old school game. Like I used to play this game all the time when I would go camping because every arcade had this game. Every '80s like arcade stuck in the past that never actually broke free of 1991 had like the Fender or Joust or Asteroids or Space Invaders. Now, the interesting thing about the Game Boy was that they released a lot of these old school classic arcade games onto the Game Boy. Like you would get a Galaxian Galaga cart, or there would be like a Joust and Defender, or what's the other one? Centipede and Millipede, Asteroids, and like a revamped version of Asteroids. And you would get all these great games, right? Like Williams released all these great games, like with the Game Boy Color. Not for it. Well, it was for it, but not with it. And it was amazing. Like these games they weren't that expensive either. For when they were released, I believe they must have been like $30 or $40. Like these are the games that you'd find in the bargain bin, within the first 6 months. I remember one year I got Galaga and Galaxian for my birthday for the original Game Boy, and it was an awesome game. And then I remember when Centipede and Millipede came out, and I think a few months later I found it in the discount bin for like $20 at a local Walmart back when I was a kid. I never got it though, but I really wish I did. I never really got into Centipede or Millipede. Those games were actually pretty fun from my recollection. Really regret not getting that though. But this is Defender. I wanted to release this video because I did make a previous Let's Play that got screwed up. It was a Shadowgate. I spent 2 days playing Shadowgate, and it will not work. I can't even get it to work on iMovie. But this one's working, so I'm thinking I might have to redo it. So I do apologize. This is the reason why I'm Let's Playing Defender. So I want you guys to know I haven't done a video in a while. I feel bad, and in lieu of knowing that I'm gonna have to redo Shadowgate, or finally take the bite and into the sandwich and dive into Deja Vu 2, which I really, really, really am having trouble playing. I play these games on blind runs, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed this by how I'm playing Defender, even though I'm cheating. But yeah, with that said, stay tuned for my next LP. I'm still here. I'm still alive, so please enjoy my Let's Plays. Comment, subscribe, rate, suggestions, I'll take them. I'm DaveyGB, signing off. Good night.